We've covered a number of different scale shapes with the low root on the E string. So now we're going to take a look at some scales that have the low root on the A string. This fretboard diagram shows all the notes on the A string up to the 12th fret. Notice that, like the E string, there are some notes that have a flat or sharp in between, while other notes are right next to each other. This may seem a bit foreign, but it's actually very similar to the E string. There's a flat or sharp note in between A and B and C are right next to each other, and there's a flat or sharp note in between C and D. The note sequence is the same on both strings. It's just offset by a few frets. Now, let's check out how to play a major scale with the root on the A string. This is the A major scale shape. It has a low root on the A string played with finger 2. Here, the root is on fret 5, the note D, so it's a D major scale. You may remember that you already played a D major scale using the E major scale shape. This is one of the interesting things about the guitar. You can use different scale shapes to play the same scales in different locations. In this case, the E major scale shape will allow you to play some higher notes, and the A major scale shape will allow you to play some lower notes. This is why learning multiple scale shapes is so useful. Like the previous scale shapes, this shape is movable. So if you position finger 2 on fret 5 of the A string, the note D, it's a D major scale. This scale shape spans across 5 frets, so you will need to stretch out finger 1 to play some notes on the low E string and high E string. If you move up 2 frets, so the root is on the 7th fret of the A string, the note E, then this is an E major scale. Stretching finger 1 will be a bit more difficult at lower frets, but gets easier as you move up the neck and the frets are closer together. For this scale exercise, we're going to start with an A major scale with the root on the 12th fret, then down to a G major scale at the 10th fret, followed by an F major scale at the 8th fret, then E major at the 7th fret, and D major at the 5th fret, down to fret 3 for a C major scale, and finally a B major scale at the 2nd fret, which will use the open E strings to play some notes.